Right, afternoon. So, been having a little few issues again, but mostly on eBay. Bloody oil mill sucks, I tell you, man. Like, I ordered stuff on Sunday. I ordered eight time and chips, and I ordered, I think it was 6 sets of pads. Let me check on what I did order, so I can't remember. Right, so yeah, I ordered 8 Hybird to machine 500 chips, which have not turned up, and I ordered 6 sets of compatible cleaning pads for the Hybird, which has not turned up. Now the problem is, when people sell stuff on eBay, they don't really go that little bit forward and pay out for better postage, because if they do that, then they're going to get more customer, aren't they? No, when I used to sell on eBay years ago, and I'm talking about 5-6 years ago, I always sent out my stuff either first class recorded or second class recorded, and I mean properly recorded. Now the thing is, there is other ways that people send out items through eBay. They get a tracking number, but you can't track it. It says on there, if I go to on my purchases just now and do track package, it says it's running behind schedule. Estimate time. It's supposed to be here either between the 2nd or today, the 5th, and nothing's turned up. And that's for the pads. And although it's Royal Mail, the tracking number is not LK and end with GB on it. It's like a 0502E number, which I don't understand what kind of tracking number that is. So I'm waiting on the pads, right? And I have emailed the guy a few times today. The other one being the chips, that has got like an NZ at the start of the tracking number and the GB at the end of the number. So NZ, then the number, then GB. So that should be the proper tracking number. And I thought like that would either be a first class or second class. But again, it says running behind. Original estimate was Wednesday the 3rd till Thursday the 4th. Well, they never turned up yesterday. And Royal Mail has not even showed itself today. And I did speak to Royal Mail yesterday when they turned up. So I did get one package from them. And they did say that there is a backlog of mail at the moment, because all the kids are going back to school. Which I didn't think was a real good excuse. Maybe the situation being is that, kids going back to school, they might need new clothes, shoes, books, pens, and all that shit, yeah. And, the parents are probably buying it, or the kids are buying it, and yeah, it's probably going to be coming through Royal Mail, and it's going to make more of a I can never pronounce the word, accumulate. It's like, building up in the Royal Mail sorting places. Now, I've been doing a bit of Googling, and on Royal Mail, it states that, packages may be delayed due to weather or road traffic situations, like, roads closed down or something like that, yeah. But I would have thought that a lot of Royal Mail stuff if it's coming from up north or even down south, it wouldn't really come by truck or vehicle, it'd be come by train, wouldn't it? So, you know, like, I just don't understand it. And if it's coming by train, just going to the local sorting office, then maybe, you know, there might be a short of staff to sort all the letters and packages out. But the situation is, it's not the seller's fault, it's Royal Mail's fault for not delivering the shit on time. Now, I had to email, send messages to both people on a I had to message them on eBay Messenger, and I said, look, I still nothing arrived today. Any chance you can get replacement pads out today and send them 24 recorded, please, as I have a backlog of this that need doing urgently. If you can get them sent out to me here for tomorrow, I'll be very grateful. If by any chance the others arrive, I will pay for them. I'm an honest person. Not only that, I will be ordering more from you next week, which I will be doing. Now, he's actually got them for, well, I'll tell you how much they are in a moment. And he's the only one I can see. There is a foreigner who does like the original kind of like yellow pads, but they are very expensive, and I ain't bloody expensive. But with this seller, I ordered 6 sets of pads, being £34, right? And then yesterday, I ordered because I emailed him. I said, do you do the white compound with pads? But he doesn't do it. He only does the blue compound with pads. And that's $44.99. So while I was chatting with him on eBay, he did reply to me saying, we've never had this problem before. There was one delivery that was delivered to the wrong address to that on the parcel, and where the customer had moved to a new address but left his old eBay one, like left his old address on eBay. So I don't know if they ever got that, but it did say, like, you know, we have your address as follows, like, you know, can you check your address? So I said, yeah, that's my address. That's correct. Then I left him another message. I've also ordered this item, which was a bottle of a compound with another 6 pads. And I left him the eBay tracking number on that one. Because you know, when you do an eBay search and you click on the actual link of the actual item you're looking at, it comes up on the actual browser, being like ebay.co.uk item / then the item number. So I sent that out to him, and I said, so that's 2 orders I've made. Well, he just sent me a little message back saying, right, all sent as one package or one parcel as first class tracked for delivery tomorrow. Just off with it to the local post office. Cheers. Now, I'm hoping that he's going to be there for the fucking, like, because I know with the Royal Mail, on a Friday, they shut, I think, 4:30, 5 o'clock. And there are specific times that Royal Mail will only pick up specific items, including, like, tracked items. I think the last one might be about 5 o'clock, 5:30, I don't know. And it also depends on how far he's got to travel to his Royal Mail to ship out the package. So I'm hoping I'll get them tomorrow, because I am out of pads. The 6 that came with this machine 3-4 days ago, I've already used. And my chip is on like 25%. The chip, it doesn't really matter, because I did order some little like packages on eBay where you get the chip, you get like the little black suction thing, and 2 little a pair of like this plastic nozzle thing, pipes, and they already arrived. So I do have 2 500 chips, and I did give them a quick test. I took my one out and put them in, turned the machine on, and it registered both chips, which is okay. So the chips, although I've ordered 8, and hoping that they would be here, you never know if some of the chips, like, they might come up and show it's functioning, but then you might get an error saying chip not working or something. So then you got to replace a chip. Now, the other thing is, with the pads, I found out that when you get the error saying CP means change pad, right? If you change it over and use a new set of pads, the pads you've taken out where it says that they've kind of like been used and ain't no more no good, that's bullshit, because I was using pads yesterday and I'd only used them for about an hour, 2 hours, and it came up saying, like, change pad. So I thought, no, there's got to be something wrong here. And I didn't throw them away. I still got all the pads I've got here. But the pads I did take out and changed over, I left overnight, let it dry, and I've been working on the machine for a couple of hours a day, and suddenly just turns on and tells me to change pads again. So the ones I took out yesterday, I've put back in, and they're working. They are actually working. So why it's telling you to change the pads when you still got use on the pads, I don't know. So if you get one of these machines and you're using the pads for a couple of hours, 2 or 3 hours, and it suddenly turns around and says CP on the machine, meaning change pads, take the pads out, put the new ones in, and just keep the old ones to one side and let them dry out. So I think what it is, I'm no expert on it, but what I think it is, the pads are getting a bit too damp, and it's not allowing the machine to dry off quick enough for you to use. But yeah, these pads I took out because it said change pads yesterday, and I took them out, left them overnight, used some other pads, new ones, and it came up saying, like, just about 10 minutes ago, change pads again. Hang on a minute, hold on. So yeah, just don't chuck your pads away. I still got all mine, and although they look, these are the ones I've just taken out, but there's still like a little bit of pink on there, meaning that you still might be able to use them. I don't know. Like these ones here, still got pink around it. It still feels like you could probably use these ones. These ones, I'm not too sure about. I think these are probably worn down. But I tried doing a Google search on these particular pads, and I can't find any anywhere else apart from France on eBay. The guy selling them on eBay, pretty expensive actually. Let me check. So, like, if I'm going to be doing constant disc cleaning on this machine, it is going to work out a lot of money to, like, clean up the disc up. I've just had to order some more packs of these because I have not had the time to go out in the living room, and there's a big box out there as well with empty cases, and check see if any of those games will fit any of the cases yet. That is going to be done at another time, another day. But yeah, there is a guy in France apparently who sells these on eBay, I can't seem to find the damn thing now. Another message. Right, so the other guy just said, again, I'm sorry, I have been selling online for 25 years and had no more problems than usual with the Royal Mail this year. So it seems like he has had problems with Royal Mail. Unfortunately, I have already been to the PO this afternoon, so we'll get another order out first thing this morning. And we'll send them first class recording instead of second class this time. 25% of a chip should give you 12 hours use. So I'm just saying, okay, it's fine, not your fault. I can't even spell fucking Royal Mail. Hang on a minute. Even my keyboard don't want to work properly. Compensation. I can't even fucking spell compensation. Why don't people always check their eBays? See, the thing is, right, when you're buying stuff on eBay or any website and things don't turn up, you know, sometimes the person might turn around and think, oh, maybe he's trying to pull a fast one. Maybe he's trying to get this stuff for free and he's making me send out more, stating that he hasn't received it. So he's trying to get replacements for free when he might have already had that order delivered. Well, no, I'm not like that. If something don't turn up and they don't offer a replacement, then I will require a refund. But the thing being is that a refund would be no good to me because it would cost me more to buy the items off the original website. And I don't even know if there is a another seller on eBay that sells these chips. So these chips are like $6.99, and I ordered 8 for like nearly £50. So he did give me a discount. You know, the only other place I can get them from is there's one guy who sells a 500-minute Hybird chip with the suction things for £8.95. Or there's a packet of 2 which I did buy the other day for $14.95, but that is from the same seller, I think. I don't know if it's the same seller or not. No, it's a different person. But I don't want to be spending out, you know, double, triple the money on some of the parts I may not need. Because of the little suction things, you know, I've only had to change it twice, I think. So the third one's on. They'll probably come up with an error later saying I need to change that. Water, God, it drinks through the water rather quickly, this does. I think I changed the water bottle, well, filled the water bottle up about 6 times since I've had the machine, and emptied the water capture tray about the same amount of times, half a dozen times. And the amount of fluid, like, you know, water in the compound that's at the bottom is unbelievable. You know, I've been throwing it away thinking, like, should I keep it, you know, and like try to siphon it out, you know, you get some kind of mesh and try to filter it out, but I don't think it's going to be possible. So I've just been tipping away. Yeah, there's a guy who sells them in boxes 16, packs of 16, which are yellow, because these come in like a pink colour. But the other guy sells them for Polyclean, which is similar to these ones, and he sells them a box of 16, but it's like £83 and £14.62 express delivery from outside in the UK. Now, if I had to, if some reason things fell through with the other guy where I've been buying these pads from, and he says, like, no, I'm sorry, I'm not sending to you anymore, or he blocks me, I've got to go to France and buy these ones, but I'm not sure if these are all compatible with the machine or not. And if they're not, then I've got to keep spending that £70 to buy 2 bottles of compound and 6 packs, 6 pairs of pads of the original TR website. So even these compounds are very expensive. Like 2 bottles of compound is like £62. and then £19.62 postage. Or you buy 3 bottles of compound, it's £83, and then £19.62. Or you can get 3 bottles of compound and a pack of 16 pads for £156. Then it's £21 postage, so you're talking nearly £200 on that. Or any of you just buy one set of pads, it's £4.31 plus £6 postage. Now, you probably combine the postage if you was to buy X amount of those pads. Like you only want 10 packs, then probably like combine the postage. Because I can't see them like charging like £60 postage and then like £40, £43 on the pads. That'd just be ridiculous, really. So no, any of you buy the original consumable pack from the website, no, time you buy that and you pay your postage and VAT, it's nearly £100. Nearly £100, and you only get one chip with that, I believe. Can check that out. No, I want that's like JFJ. Don't know why I've done that one. Yeah, you get one chip, 6 pairs of pads, the little pair of plastic nozzle things, 6 of the suction things, and then 2 packs of compound, £67. If I was to buy 8 of them, it saved me 15%, but it'd be £450. Then you've got to pay God knows how much on the postage and the VAT. So I've been trying to find, cheaper ways of buying this, and I can't find it anywhere. The only thing I've been doing is buying bottles of compound, which they say is on eBay compatible with the machine. One particular person has left a comment saying that these products have been produced to work with the VMI Hybird 1 and 2 media cleaning machine and contain 1 litre compatible polish compound and 6 pads. They have been tested by us and a third party and have produced very good results. Just use it as you would the original. Also, you do not have the nasty smell that is produced from our products that linger in the cleaning material or media. Well, the compound does smell. It smells a bit like the JFJ compound, actually. And this is the bottle that I bought during the week, and it came quite quick, actually, this one. Let's close that. So, yeah, my camera doesn't fell down again. So, yeah, this is the compound that I bought during the week. It's 1 litre. It was full. But because I've already used 1 bottle, I washed it out and filled it up with compound. And luckily, I've kept the stopper thing on there as well. So when that runs out, because I'm on the 2nd bottle of compound already with this machine, but when it runs out, hopefully this stuff's going to work. Because I've bought another 3 bottles of this, which has cost me each bottle is like £26, 68p. So I bought one bottle. Then I thought, he's only got 2 left. I'll buy the other 2. So I bought 3 bottles off him. So that's like 53, 60, 70, like £80. £80 on 3 bottles of this stuff. Now it works great because it's far a lot cheaper than buying these on the actual main website. Originally, a bottle of this is like £20 to buy on the website, but they've sold out. Now, they did have the consumable pack on eBay, TDR, a while back, and they was doing their consumable at $49.99, while on their website, it was £67.50. Because they didn't have none stock, I contacted TDR online on eBay and asked if they got any more in stock, and they said no, we run out, but hopefully you might get some more in the near future. But in the near future it could be any time, so it's not guaranteed that they will get it, because they say like old stock. I don't think there's like a specific expiry date on this stuff. But if they say that this works, then hopefully it works. But again, this stuff I bought from another person. I won't say the person's name. But yeah, I bought 3 of them. And I have already sent it out. Yeah, because I bought the last 3. No, I actually think I bought all 4 of them, actually. Yeah, I bought all 4 of them. Now, I actually sent a message to him on eBay Messenger asking him if he's got any more. But he said that he's not got no more because he's retired and he's closing his garage down. So I said, okay, do you mind if I ask where you get the item from, as I've been needing more to stock up? I buy lots of video games with scratches on them for my own collection, and use a Hybird 2 disc repair machine to repair the damaged disc. Hopefully sell some video games online towards the end of the year, as will be next year. So I do need more when I can get them in the future. So I've asked him where he got these particular stuff from, but he's not replied. So yeah, I'm still keeping that on my watch, because if he does start selling it again, then I will buy it off him. I won't just call him out and say, yeah, you said you ain't gonna be selling anymore, but you bloody lied to me. Because if I say that, then like he can just like block me and that's it, But I am trying to find other locations, other websites to buy this stuff cheaper. Now, I would not put the stuff that I use on the JFJ into the Hybird. 1, it could not be compatible, and 2, it could screw the machine up. I'm even a bit dubious about this actually, but if they reckon that it does work, and they state it works, because this is false advertisements otherwise. But it says like a brand new, unused, unopened, undamaged item in the original packing, where packing is applicable. I can't even pronounce it now. If the item comes direct from manufacturer, it may be delivered in non-retail packaging, such as a plain or unprinted box or plastic bag. See the seller's listing for full details. And it just says like type cleaning kit, machine parts, repairs, and all that kind of shit. But it doesn't say that it's definitely been tested and used on the machines. It just says compatible polished compound, just like the other one I bought with the actual pads. Compatible compound for the Hybird. So it don't mean like. Thing is, I've ordered a blue bottle with pads. I believe he does sell the white compound as well. Yeah, he sells the white compound as well for $29.99. But by looks of things, his bottles ain't as full as these ones are, and he's charging more for these, for his ones, when this was like under 27 and it was completely full up. So, I might get, I might buy a bottle of his white one next week and see what the difference is, because you can usually tell by the smell of the compound. This could just be any particular compound that you can buy, even like a fraction of the price, and they're making money on it by saying like, it's compatible with like X, Y, and Z or whatever, kind of thing, and it might not be compatible. So, I'm just hoping this ain't going to fucking screw up the machine. Because I think if you start using different stuff on different machines, it could screw it up. And then, like, if you have to send it back to get repaired, they might be able to tell if you use different compounds on the machine when you ain't supposed to. It's like with the JFJ. No, you're supposed to be using their own particular compounds. But again, it's so bloody expensive. People do go out and buy different compounds like I have. I bought, Total Wax stuff I bought. Different types of Maguire. I bought Sonax. They all seem to work. Just some of them take a little bit more cleaning. It might clean the disc, but it might not be as good as you think it is. So you've got to put it in a second or third time to get all the scratches out. But then, do it in that way, you have to use more sandpaper. So, I did use the JFJ for a little bit today, but it's only because I was a bit concerned that the pads weren't going to work on the Hybird again today. And the ones I had done only had, like, when it finished, it only had, like, really minor, like, fine scratches left on there. So I stuck them through with the JFJ, and, JFJ got rid of them. I didn't have to use sandpaper. I just used, like, the compound and ran it for, like, 20 seconds or a minute, kind of thing. And it did actually buff out the rest of the scratches. So the main thing being is that, let's state it on the video, if you're buying pads, it doesn't matter if you're buying them from the original website, TDR's website, and you're buying these pads, or any of you buying off eBay from another seller. When you use them, if the machine comes up with a CP error, CP error means that you need to change the pads. Yeah, okay, take them out, change them over, start using the new pads, but don't chuck the old ones away. Leave them out overnight, let them dry out, and when you get to the error message again on the newly fresh ones when they've gone through the cycle and it says like CP, change them, take them out, and then put the old ones back in, because you still get use out of them. And I think what's happening with some of the people that actually operate the machine, once they get a CP error on there, they think the pads are no good anymore, and they probably chuck them away. If I could find a way of finding out what sandpaper this was, I'd actually try taking this off. But I think it's adhesive, like might cause a little like bit of a tear on the pad. So like the thing being is that I don't know if you would be able to put another type of sandpaper on there. If you could, you'd probably have to like somehow use a razor blade and cut through this. I don't know. So I don't know what sandpaper this is. If it's like a very, very fine, like 3,000, 4,000 grit or something, then I'd try and like, take this off, draw around it, cut around it, and then stick some new sandpaper on. And hopefully that might work, but I don't want to be doing it in case like I can't get the sandpaper on properly, stick it on properly, and like it might start like spinning around and rip the disc up, and this might get pulled off and cause damage on the motor or something, So it is best to like continue using these, I suppose. But it's like anything really, it's all cost, it's cost. I spent out probably about another £200 buying pads and compounds and timing chips, And I've not even sold one disc yet because I've not had the time or been bothered to actually sell any discs. I'd rather get them all cleaned up, tested, put into the boxes. I've got the boxes available, which I know I have got some. Get them all SCIBs, and then I can start selling them, and then I can start making some of the money back, hopefully. Now, I wouldn't know where to sell them. I don't know if I do it on eBay or Facebook or Vintage or Asty or some other website. But I've got to sell some of them, make me money back. Even if I have to fucking take them down to a Gar boot fair, I'll probably have to do that. But I don't even know how much it costs to actually. It's a bit loose. I don't even know how much it costs to actually clean the disc. Some says it's like 8p, some says it's 16p, and then some says like 68p. So I don't know what the cost effective it is to actually clean a disc and make it near, not mint, but very good condition. But I'm going to go. I've spoken enough again today. Probably boring half of you, but don't forget, give us a like, share, hit the notification bell, and I'll update you on any other stuff whenever it happens, if it happens, whenever. All right, catch you all later. Bye for now.